Another day of stuck in the house, and another day of great beer. It's gonna be a fruity one.
Some 4.30.
Damn, I'm impressed. Well, it is Great Notion, so you can leave that in there if you want. Alright, so we've got actually a bit of a doozy this week, taking a little break from Bottle Logic. Nothing against doing a good old Bottle Logic stasis review, but I think I needed to change things up a little bit. Had we kept going with that way, I would have been a few $100s a month in the hole, keeping up with stasis project releases. But this time, we've got a beer called Guava Chameleon, which is a collaboration between the Rare Barrel up in Berkeley and Great Notion in Portland. This is a mixed fermentation IPA, aged in barrels with guava and hopped with Mosaic hops. So, for all the non-beer nerds out there, basically means that this is liquid Fruit Loops. Just going off the sense of this, it smells like just the produce section of a grocery store, which sounds very bizarre, but it smells super fruity. Pretty smooth. Gotta say, this is one of the best Rare Barrel releases I've had. I haven't had them too often, but they do pop up down here in San Diego occasionally. This is a sour, but it's a little bit less traditional. This is a sour IPA, so it's really much more balanced and much more hoppy than you would get from a traditional sour release. Man, that's super good. Super fruity, sour but not overly tart, and the hops really balance it out. Honestly, if you're a fan of sours, all of Rare Barrel stuff is pretty stellar for the most part. They're one of the more renowned breweries slash blenderies, like for sours. So the Rare Barrel's really known almost exclusively for sours. They do make other beers, a lot more of lighter in color beers. I think they make wheat ales, a few IPAs, but their bread and butter are sours. And the few bottles I've had, I haven't been disappointed yet. In terms of availability, Rare Barrel, at least if you're in California, I think for the most part is available throughout. Down in San Diego and SoCal, most bottle shops have some kind of release from them. Up in Northern California, I've been to somewhat recently, last Labor Day, and I had seen them at a few bottle shops that we went to. In terms of a comparison, if you don't live in California or might not be able to find the Rare Barrel, I put them in the same category, I suppose, as Jester King would probably be a good comparison to what their speciality is in. Now, what makes this release extra special is it's a collaboration with Great Notion, which you can see right here. Great Notion is my second favorite brewery of all time, which hopefully we'll get out of top 10 breweries at some point. I know I've mentioned it quite a few times. Now, in terms of my experience with the Rare Barrel outside of releases, unfortunately, I've never been to the Rare Barrel up in Berkeley. I've had their stuff at, not just getting it at liquor stores, but I've had it at craft beer bars. The more craft beer focused ones around me typically get it. In terms of price point for this, Rare Barrel's bottles are a little more pricey. $20, $30 range depending on what the release is. The thing is though, their bottles are much larger. Pint and 10 ounces is about 25 ounces, so you're getting a good beer, a pint and a half out of this. Now, going towards what other people's opinions of this beer seem to be, Untappd actually has this pretty high at 4.3 out of 5. Frankly, not surprised. Rare Barrel makes really good stuff, and probably the collab with Great Notion boosted up even a little bit more so. Everything Great Notion for the most part, if Great Notion's involved, it's probably going to be pretty solid. Going into summer, beers like this are starting to get a little better as things get hotter outside. I know we can't really go outside right now, but turn off the AC in your house, let it cook the house up a little bit, open up one of these guys, and you'll see how refreshing it gets to be. With this being pretty high at a 4.3 out of 5, I'm gonna give it close to that. I'd say 4.25 out of 5. This is one of the better sours I've had in 2020. If you can find it, go out and buy it. I think this bottle's at $20 to $25 price point. So for how much you're getting and the quality of this with the Rare Barrel and Great Notion's name attached to it, you're not going to be disappointed. If you're into sours even remotely, go ahead and give this a try. Heck, I would even go as far to say as this might be a better beer to try to get people much more into sours. If you have a friend out there that doesn't know much about beer, has never really had a sour before, just something by the Rare Barrel might not be too bad of an idea. And I think that's going to be it for today. I have quite a bit more to get through over here. Hopefully I got some friends that will be willing to help me out, get this bad boy down. If you found this video at all informative, go ahead and subscribe. I've got other videos like this. I have another sour review, Logston Farmhouse Ales and McKellar's Stems and Stones. That was a great beer. You can also follow me on Instagram at Matt the Destroyer and check me out at Untappd at BFHPA. And that's going to wrap us up for today. So cheers. Catch you on the hop side.